I'm Uwe Pey, and this is my Subaru Impreza 2.0R. I am a content creator, create mostly motorsport content on YouTube, and then I have various little things here and there I shoot. Since I was young, I was in the motorsport industry. My uncle, my dad, a lot of my family members do racing, mostly rally racing, and I fell in love watching the WRC with Colin McRae, Peter Solberg, and Subaru rally cars, and that's where I fell in love with the car. And then since the young age, I've wanted a Subaru as a car. So I got the car when I was in matric. We live in Paul, and we drove past the car dealership in Paul. I saw the car standing there, and I was like, oh, that's a nice car, and looks good. It's like the style I wanted, the Hawkeye I wanted. And then I sort of forgot about it, and then my parents took me to the Paul Mall. I was just standing there minding my own business, just waiting for someone, apparently, as I got told. And I see the Subaru coming down the street. I'm like, oh, that's a Subaru, and I actually commented, I wonder if that's the one that was standing at the dealership. That is probably just, that someone probably just took for a test drive. So the Subaru comes rolling up closer and closer, and I'm busy looking at the Subaru, and I didn't realize that it's actually my dad driving the car. And then he surprised me, and he had the thing for a test drive, so he took me along for a test drive, and then that's how I ended up buying it, because I fell in love with it immediately. Modifications I've done to the vehicle, I've just done basic exterior mods. I've done some wrapping, did a little nudge bar on the front. I did spotlights. There's still a lot of mods to come. It's just expensive, and in South Africa the parts are difficult to get, so mostly you have to make it yourself. But yeah, mostly just exterior parts for now, and then still a lot to come, as I said. Worst memory with the car, I had the car for about 6 months, and then while I was driving, Subarus come stock with plastic radiators, and because this is a 2007 here model, it was old and it had got a hairline crack in it without me realizing. So while I was driving, the radiator fluid ran out. I didn't realize it, and it's a thing for Subarus that the heat gauge doesn't warn you when it's too hot. It just tells you last minute that it's too hot now, and then I basically slightly heat seized the engine, and then upon that I had the car taken to a friend. He then repaired it for me, but he had the car for about 6 months. So I sat without the car for 6 months. I eventually got it back. After the whole engine was rebuilt, new gasket, new everything, and then after the engine was rebuilt, I had it for another 2 or 3 months, and it started giving problems again. And then we were tired of it giving problems, so we sent it to Subaru Cape Town itself. And then upon them reviewing the car, they realized, oh wait, the whole engine's rebuilt wrong. So they rebuilt the whole engine again. The engine's been rebuilt twice, but now it's running nicely and good. Best memories of my car must have been when I went to the snow not long ago. Nice cold front hit Cape Town, and then on the Monday morning early I decided, okay, no, I'm going to leave now to Ceres. I drove up not far into Ceres. I hit a bunch of snow. It was really snowing nice and hard, and it's been one of my bucket list dreams to take pictures of my car in the snow. So I got that done. I parked my car in the snow. It snowed nice and hard. We were there for about 2 hours. The car was actually packed with snow, and I got some really nice pictures of the car in the snow, and it drives really nice in the snow as well. My area of car culture I would say I am in is off-road racing, or rallying to be more precise. I touched on it earlier as well. My uncle was in rally racing, and it's just my style of thing. I like playing on gravel, on dirt. Tarmac is not as fun for me, and I prefer tight cornery stuff and speed. I'm not a speed freak, but I like the tight nippy little corners and stuff like that. And that's also a reason why I have this car, because they are famous for rallying, and it is pretty good off-roading. It's a really hardy car, and they're good on gravel. They love gravel. That's a Franklin.